Okay, I think we're ready to go this time. Sorry, well, I am technically challenged in the biggest, baddest way. I was waiting to see on Catherine's phone if the new link is working, just to make sure, because last time Catherine was in the restroom, and so I decided to stop the feed, thinking it would pause it, but it doesn't do that. It just gets rid of it. So let's see. That's coming up. I'm going to go ahead and start. So I wanted to do something different tonight. I'm going to move this a little bit. There you go. Pretty Catherine. I want to do this a little bit different tonight because so many times when we go to a Discover Arbonne or we host a Discover Arbonne, we use the slide presentation off the source, which is great. But I just think that there's so much more to discovering Arbonne than the slide presentation. So I'm going to go ahead and sort of try something new tonight. So if you can get anything that will help you talk to somebody about the business out of this, then it would be great. And I like to have more of a discussion than an actual presentation. I feel better that way. So I do have some note cards because I do want to go over some stuff that I want to touch on. So, hey, it's working. Okay, good. So I'm going to start with 4 points that in the last couple days, just in talking to Catherine or some of the other consultants in the area and listening to some learn and burns and some opportunity calls, I wanted to start with these 4 points that really stuck out to me. So the first point is, I just am curious if you're comfortable letting somebody else determine your worth. So I know I'm sure as heck not, and no, I know you're not at all. So, you know, we talk about not working 40, 50, 60. Some people I know who are interested in this business are currently working 70 hours a week, and they're working for somebody else who is determining what that person is worth. And I just have a fundamental problem with that concept. So I'm going to ask you these questions again at the end just to see where you guys are on it. So Arbonne can be your vehicle if you're ready to build a company, but not a hobby. So I was talking to some consultants today about just the difference in what's holding them back from really building businesses. And so Catherine doesn't have that problem. She's doing awesome. But a lot of consultants out there, and I don't know what their fears or concerns are and what's keeping them from pushing through those fears. So one of the things that somebody said to me today that was really fantastic was, I'm just not sure I'm mentally ready to build a company. And you know, that's what this is. It seriously is a company. It's not a hobby. If you want to change your life, if you want to determine your worth, if you want to make the money that we're telling you is, you know, you're capable of making, and you want to help change people's lives, then this is a company. It's not a hobby. And also, I love this, and I touched on it in the last Discover Arbonne that we did that didn't record, because I'm technically challenged, is building this business before you need it. So there are many things, and I just listened to an amazing call that I posted on our area page by Amy Mosser.
Don't listen to it while you're getting ready. It wasn't a good idea.
Yeah, it's a tearjerker, so it's a great call. If you're listening to this Discover Arbonne and you don't have that information, please message Catherine or I, and we'll get you the call information. It is a tearjerker. So, and at one point I thought the recording was broken and then I realized that she just wasn't talking because she was trying to compose herself. But you guys, in every person's life, there's going to be something that goes wrong where you're going to need extra time or extra income or that security that you're not working for somebody else. And the idea of Arbonne being, being that amazing vehicle for you is that you can build this business before you actually need it. And it was worded today, and I just love this in that call, and then it's going to segue into my fourth thing, but it was mentioned today that they didn't realize that they were going to get hit by this impact in their life. And so the question is, how are you going to prepare for impact? And I want you to think about that, because so many times in life we're preparing for other stuff, but we don't prepare for that. Mm-hmm. Would you agree?
Absolutely.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. So you're preparing for childbirth, or you're preparing for marriage, or you're preparing to buy a house, or you're, preparing for retirement, hopefully, which is less and less. That's a whole nother training I could do. But you're not preparing for catastrophic events in your life and that impact. And you guys, Catherine and I have heard it time and time again, impact to our plan words, and GTC, that, how many stories did we hear when people had started this business, built this business, and then something happened, and they were so grateful that they had this business. So going to touch on those things, and now I'm just going to sort of go, I did this in a presentation not too long ago, and it's kind of concise, and I really like it, so I'm going to just work off my cards, and there you go, except where's my first card that I misplaced? Somewhere. Oh, yeah. This is what anybody can do Arbonne. Basically, oh, there we are. For some reason, I just got my cards mixed up, guys. Okay. That'll come back to haunt me that I just threw this to the side. Okay. So I just want to tell you a little bit about my personal history. So I'm originally from Arizona. I know, it seems odd I need cards to tell you that. I grew up traveling the U.S. and world full-time, competing as an athlete. I spent 20 years doing that. And after retiring in 1997, I turned my focus to business and attended the Wharton School of Business in Philadelphia. And I quickly realized that I had no desire to work on Wall Street. That's just funny. Sorry. I did not want to be an investment banker or work on the stock market. So I married my husband in 2001, and we had dreamed of living full-time in Montana. So I started to try to find something in business that I was as passionate about as my horses. And I really struggled to find that because I wanted to keep that lifestyle of, time freedom and sort of my schedule, but I couldn't find that in business. So in 2005, we moved to Montana, yay! And in 2010, we had our amazing daughter, Stella. So here's where I'm going to take a little break from my cards. So our daughter, Stella, has severe food allergies, and we struggled with her since she was 4 months old, and on and on and on. Long story short, I was introduced to Arbonne because of her food allergies, and for the first time when we started using the baby skincare and the nutrition, the rash on her hips and arms and everywhere that she'd had since she was born finally went away. And the severe digestive distress that she was having, gastrointestinal distress that she was having, started to go away with that also. So it was really life-changing for us, those products. So I want to touch on some of the products. Our products are amazing, and I love our products not for I do love them for what's in them, but I mostly love them for what's not in them. Okay, so we have cutting-edge science with the best botanicals and best quality ingredients. I love that. And I'm just going to run through really quickly. So, by the way, you guys, we're a green company. We've had a neutral carbon footprint for as long as we've been in business, 30 plus years. So the kind of products we have are skincare. We have 7 different lines of skincare, and specialized skincare, treatments, masks, all that kind of stuff. We have 5 different lines of body and bath care. We have deodorant, we have toothpaste, we have 3 different lines of hair care. We have, by the way, that's not just shampoo and conditioner. We have hairspray, mousse, serum, masks for your hair. We have sun care geared specifically towards sun. We have we have cosmetics, you name it. Almost all of our cosmetics contain an SPF of some sort, and almost all of them contain anti-aging ingredients. You guys, our cosmetics, Arbonne Cosmetics, are an extension of our skincare, so we love that. Almost all of our products have multiple benefits, as well as making you look good and feel good and whatever, which I just love that they kind of hit that. And then moving on to the nutrition, which is where my passion started with Arbonne, we have essentials for daily health. So that would be protein powder and vitamin packs, omega-3s, fiber boost, vitamin D and B12, digestion plus, and then we have essentials for targeted health. Fizz sticks. Don't you love the fizz sticks? Yeah, Catherine loves the fizz sticks. Yes. Fit chews that help control your cravings. The fizz sticks are for energy. Your super chews for kids with 15 essential vitamins and minerals. And you guys also have 300 milligrams of calcium, which is equal to 8 ounces of milk. For some of you, this may not be important, but my daughter's allergic to dairy, so that is fantastic that we can get her calcium in that. We have nutrition bars for balanced nutrition, colon cleanse, body cleanse, 7-day body cleanse, immunity support, antioxidants, immunity booster. Okay, let's just lay it out there. We have the best sleep spray ever if you have trouble sleeping. Calcium support, joint support, herbal muscle pain relieving gel, weight management support with our thermo booster and full control. So we have so many amazing products in that. And then lastly, okay, I'm messing up my segue. I brought all my cards up here, and now I got them all mixed up. Okay. Anybody can do Arbonne. So a couple weeks ago, somebody asked me how our business model is different from other business models and other network marketing companies. So I'm going to explain that. But before I explain that, I think both Catherine and I love this about our company, that when you get to the area manager level of Arbonne, your income is willable up to 4 generations. So what that means is if something happens to Catherine, God forbid, I'll be super, super sad.
She won't cry.
I will cry. I'll be super, super sad. She's my Arbonne voice of reason. So I will be super, super sad, and I will cry. But the people that she's helping build companies are going to continue to build companies, and then I'm going to step in and help them. And Arbonne is still going to cut Catherine's estate a check every month for her kids and her family for up to 4 generations. So I challenge you, oh yeah, I just threw out the challenge word. I challenge you guys to find a company that does that for you, that provides that type of long-term security. So the other thing that's different about our company is that usually in network marketing or direct selling, you have 2 ways of making money. So in one way, the direct sales, most of your income is made on the front end. And then on the other company, most of your money is made on the back end. So Arbonne is the X factor of that, which, let me explain that a little bit. So with Arbonne, you can make money, an extraordinary amount, great income, by both selling products and by helping others build their companies. So front end with products, back end by helping people build companies. And you guys, Arbonne rewards you for helping other people become successful, which I really, really love. And I'm going to touch on that later. And then Catherine's going to go into hers right after I finish up. So normally I would show you a slide presentation. I'm not going to do that because it always makes me feel awkward, and I just like to have a conversation and make fun of myself. So let's talk about emerging and converging trends. You guys probably can't see this. Sorry, my husband just came up here, which is distracting, looking for
My keys.
Oh.
They're in the car. Just push the brake and hit the start button. Sorry.
Okay. It's all good.
You guys are great.
Thanks, babe. Low pressure. Okay, so emerging and converging trends. So I want to just touch on this. You guys, health and wellness is huge. The consumers are demanding quality products that are pure, safe, and beneficial, which is what we have. That's our company's motto. Everybody wants to look and feel their best from the inside out, right? So communication and technology. Today's technology revolution makes it easy to do businesses locally and globally. So let me just touch on that for a minute. We have what, 1% brand awareness? 1% brand awareness. Should I say that again? Nice and slow? 1% brand awareness, okay? You guys, this is the time to get in Arbonne. We're a proven company with a solid foundation, and yet we still have 1% brand awareness. And in the next few years, we're slated to go into 5 or 6 more countries. We're currently in 5 countries. So awesome. Network marketing offers the freedom and flexibility to live how you choose while building a successful business. So do you feel like you're free to work this business when it's convenient for you?
Yeah, absolutely. I plan my family's life and what we have going on, and then I fit Arbonne into it. But my family and what we're doing always comes first.
Great. Yeah. So community and family focus, people want to find a way to give back and make a difference. So that can mean so many things in Arbonne, which I really love, and we'll touch on that. Health and wellness is exploding, network marketing is booming, and we're making a difference. So why Arbonne, you ask? Consumable product, marketplace demand, timing and trends, and ability to leverage your time. So consumable products?
Want to talk about it?
Yeah.
Okay. The great thing that I always say is our products seriously go down the drain. I know it sounds bad, but you do the face wash, you do the shampoo, and you do the body wash, and it goes down the drain. And I don't know of any woman that runs out of a lipstick or an eyeliner or their RE9 set. You're always going to buy it, and you always need it. It's not like a Pampered Chef where you can only buy so many cookware sets or Tupperware. And also the great thing, too, is you can go online and you can shop online whenever you want to instead of having to wait for another party.
Nice. So, little side note to that. My husband's so going to kill me for this. But he likes.
I don't want to say it.
He likes this body wash. It's the FC5 Invigorating Body Wash. And typically that should probably last you at least a few weeks.
A month.
And for some reason in our shower we seem to go through 4 or 5 bottles of that a month. And in the beginning I used to be like, you're using all of that, and now it clicked with me that Arbonne is paying me to use that, and I'm like, use it up, pour some more on. So it's just kind of funny that we have the consumable product. So marketplace demand. Everybody is looking for botanically based products that are pure, safe, and beneficial, that are health and wellness related. You guys, the health and wellness market, whether it's, huge, whether it's skincare or nutrition or just whatever it is, it's huge. And we have that, you guys. We have over 400 products that are geared towards that. And timing and trends, we touched a little bit on that it's just the time for that. And also, you guys, the next generation, they're not going to want to work for somebody else. They get it. They want to be in a company where they feel valued, get rewarded for their efforts, they determine their worth, and they get to help people look, feel, and live a better life and make a difference. So, and I know personally, I don't know about you, I'm not employable. After this job, you could not pay me enough money to go work for somebody else.
There's not a chance.
Yeah. So, And then ability to leverage your time. So this is just a great example. I'm going to call you out a little bit in a good way. So, I do my orders, whatever. Yesterday, I'd go out on the lake, and we spend the afternoon on the lake, Kevin and myself and Stella, and then we shot down to Kalispell and started to load up on our ski gear for the season. Can you tell I'm excited for skiing? And this morning I wake up and log into WebStats, and Catherine's business has done a bunch of volume. And so obviously Catherine gets paid for that, but I get a little percentage of that for helping her build her business. Mm-hmm. So you guys, I was out having fun and getting paid for it. So Arbonne satisfies all those factors for success. So I really like that. So income potential. Arbonne can be whatever you want it to be. It can be $500 a month extra just for spending money. It can be supplemental income for maybe you want to send your kids to private school. Maybe you want them to go to music lessons or soccer lessons or whatever. And it can also replace an income. And it can replace a huge income. So if you're a doctor or a lawyer or maybe a CPA, or I'm trying to think of other things that are
anything.
Yeah, anything. But it's not just for, there's a huge misconception that network marketing companies are for people who can't get a job, and that's not true. Our network marketing company, because it has the opportunity on the front end and back end to reward you, allows somebody who's maybe a doctor who works a ton but then never sees their family, or a lawyer or a CPA, allows them to make that kind of income and have time freedom as well. So I love that. And then, look, everybody knows, well, I think everybody knows, sorry, I shouldn't say that. Arbonne does a Mercedes-Benz cash bonus program. So once you're a certain level of management, they give you an allowance towards a white Mercedes. And that woos a lot of people, I will say that. But I think for me, it's so much more than the Mercedes. I don't know about you. I'm going to touch on that again. We get travel paid for. We get jewelry. They send us jewelry all the time. We get recognition. We really like to shower ourselves and the people around us with love and praise and gifts. So I know it sounds corny, and for those of you who've known me for a while, you really think it's corny, but it's pretty cool, I gotta say. So common fears and hesitations. So I'm gonna throw out the fears and hesitations. You want to come back with how to? Sure. Okay. I don't have enough time.
We talked about this earlier today.
I don't have enough time.
The great thing about Arbonne is that you can chunk it into your life. So if you have a 30-minute lunch break, you can take 15 minutes and make 5 phone calls. And you can just fit it into your life. You can, like I said earlier, my calendar, I mark out what my family's doing. When my husband's traveling, when I'm traveling, my son, daughter, everything. And then I go, okay, I have this night free, I have this night free, I have this night free, I have this weekend free. That's when I can schedule parties. Mm-hmm. But for the daily stuff, it is, okay, I have a half an hour here, I have 15 minutes here, and that's when you plug it in. And then also when you're driving, you can make a lot of phone calls while you're driving. Mm-hmm. And for me, it's nap time. During nap time is when I try to get everything done.
Right. Right. And I just want to point out that not all of your events or workshops are going to happen at night. Mm-hmm. So, for example, a couple days a week, I'm now able to have somebody be in the house with Stella so that if I need to go do something, I can go do it. So, for example, on Wednesday morning, I have a 9 a.m. nutrition workshop, and I just love this, you guys. It's from a gentleman who owns a business who wants his employees to get healthier. So he's talked to them about our 28-day detox and generated some interest. So he's allowing me to come to his business on employer time and do a nutrition workshop to help make his employees healthier and feel better, which is amazing. Okay, I don't have enough money.
How far into this do you want me to go? The great thing about Arbonne is I know she wants me to touch on this later. It's $79 to become a consultant. And I'll go further into this later about what amazing deal that is.
Do you want to get out of the sun?
Sorry.
There you go.
Adjusting. But the great thing is that there's many options with Arbonne. One great thing that Arbonne does offer is that they do have a credit card. I never suggest credit cards at all, but it's a 0% interest. So it's just like if you're going to start a company, a small business, you would go to the bank and get a loan. So it's kind of on that aspect at a 0%. Another way to do it is
on that credit card, is that 0%
interest for a full entire year.
Okay, for a year.
For a year, and you've got to pay it off.
Except if you miss a payment.
Yeah, unless you miss a payment, which of course would accumulate.
Right.
But of course, your start order, you're going to have that paid off in 2 to 3 months. Another thing you can do is you can earn your product through doing parties. Your first month, you can schedule 8 to 10 parties and get the host rewards for that. And then you can get your product at up to 80% off. So that's also a great, Arbonne, they reward you so well with free products.
I don't know enough people.
Your network is so much bigger than you ever think it is. That's kind of how I felt. When you start going through your Facebook friends, your contact list, writing everyone down, writing down the girl at the preschool, the girl that's in your workout class that you say hi to, the people that you see at the park, your network is always so much larger than you really think it is. And that's when you sit down and you just go through your list and write everyone down. And trust me, I felt the same way, and I've had a couple people feel the same way. And as soon as they do it, they're like, oh my gosh, you are right. You do know a lot more people than you think.
Yeah. And the one thing I want to touch on about that is my network is mostly long distance. So 80% of my customers and 80% of the people that I'm helping build companies with are long distance. And I get to do that long distance because Arbonne has consultants throughout the country, and they're really, I'm going to touch on sort of the sisterhood thing. I had an epiphany about that today. Okay, what will people think? It's my favorite.
Who cares? Who cares what they think? You're starting your own multi-million-dollar global company, and you are working from home. You're able to stay with your kids. I'm going to be able to have my husband be able to quit work hopefully in 5 years to stay home. I mean,
hopefully.
I'm saying hopefully 5 years. I'm shooting for like 4 to 6. Okay. I'm saying 5.
Okay.
But yes, it will happen, and he will do it, and he'll have his dream martini pizza place in downtown Whitefish.
Oh, I can't wait for that. Can
Mark
we shoot
down.
for 2 years? I just want to say, when people say, what will people think? I want to say this. When they're paying your bills, then you care what they think. But if you're not paying my bills, you don't get an opinion. Like, that's how I look at that.
And also you can laugh when they complain that it's Monday morning and they have to go to work.
And then lastly, what am I getting into?
The best thing that's ever going to happen to you in your life. It has a huge thing with this business is personal growth. And like Rachel briefly mentioned, the sisterhood thing. I have grown so much as a person in the last 6 months that I never thought was going to happen when I signed on to this. Mm-hmm. But it has truly, it's made me a better person, a better wife, a better mom, a better daughter and sister. And I am so thankful for it. Not only on that aspect, but the increase in money that we've seen and the stress relief that has created for my family it's an unbelievable company and experience.
So I'm going to just, now I just want to read something that I actually wrote on my Facebook because I was having an emotional moment. There's my personal growth. I have become super emotional. I was so not that way before. It's a good thing though. So I'm going to just read it to you. It's easier for me to read it. I wrote it on Facebook the other day because I do I'm a person who's very confident in my choices, and I don't let what other people think bother me a lot. But I do get a lot of people that are surprised that I'm doing Arbonne and they wonder why. So I just wanted to answer it, and in true Rachel fashion, I answered it for the world to see. So I'll just read it. I'll just read it to you, and then I'm going to do one more thing, and then Catherine's going to do do a little bit of training on one of my favorite things about Arbonne. So some people are wondering why I have an Arbonne company. Well, the obvious answers are the products they make have been life-changing for me and my family. The business model is proven, and the compensation is extremely lucrative. And the infrastructure of the company is second to none, and the lifestyle is magnificent. But here's why I really do Arbonne. It's so much more rewarding than what I already mentioned. I'm becoming a better person. I'm constantly surrounded by people who are inspiring and encouraging and teach me to be inspiring too. I have helped someone living with gallbladder disease to find relief from pain. I have helped many people to lose weight and feel better physically and mentally. I have helped someone get closer to buying their home. I have given hope to others that they don't have to settle in life, that they are worthy of more. And oh, by the way, what's wrong with living with a little hope? Like, seriously. Okay, now I lost my place. I have helped.
Anyone can do Arbonne.
Yeah, anyone can do Arbonne. I have helped make a positive impact on many through this company, and that does something for me that has an unattainable monetary value. I get to help and serve others. Most importantly, I get to be an example for our daughter of what is possible. I get to hear my husband tell me all the time that he is proud of what I'm doing for me, for our family, and for so many others. I get to do all these things and never miss the important things or events in my family's lives. I have embraced this opportunity for all these things, even for the growing pains I've experienced. I will learn, do better, and be a better example. Arbonne has been such an educational, rewarding, and fulfilling experience thus far. And holy smokes, am I excited to see what each new experience brings me. So I just love that because obviously when I started, I had a vision of why I was doing Arbonne. And as I've grown personally and grown my business and helped other people grow their businesses, it's become so much bigger than myself and so much bigger than what I can do for my family, but also what I can help others do for theirs. And then I want to go back to the 4 things that I'm going to tell you about a little vision that I had today. So I'm going to ask you these again. Are you comfortable letting someone determine your worth? Arbonne can be your vehicle if you're ready to build a company, not a hobby, and build this business before you need it. You will always get hit by an impact and prepare for the impact. And I want to just go back to that call from Amy Mosser for a second. I don't want to give the whole thing away, but I want you to understand where I got this vision. So she talks about when she was really struggling in her life, in her personal life, and her sister was on vacation, and she was mad at her sister, who also had an Arbonne business. She had helped her sister start an Arbonne business. She was mad at her sister for not calling to check up on her. And she was talking to her business coach about it, and her coach said, Amy, what's more important? Your sister calling you to check on you, or the fact that she's built a huge Arbonne company, never quit, never wavered, and has helped financially keep a roof over your family's head during these difficult times? So I want you guys to think about that, because Arbonne's culture is like no other culture you'll ever experience. It's women helping women. There are men, I shouldn't say that, there's men and women, but we're all helping each other, whether it's sidelines or uplines or downlines or whatever we can do to lend a helping hand. And so I was listening to that call today, and I got a visual for me, like on the, I don't know if they do it, I don't think they do it in California, but on the East Coast, because of hurricanes, in coastal towns, houses are built on big stilts. And sometimes in a bad storm, a couple of those stilts will break, and the other stilts are holding your house up. So, look, this business is simple. It's not easy, it's simple. But you're going to have times where your stilts break, and all the other stilts around you are going to hold you up and keep you out of the water. So when I'm having a moment, Catherine always inspires me. I have other people too who help me. It's a family and a culture, but I don't really feel like you're going to get that anywhere else. It's truly extraordinary. And then lastly, because I am a business minded person, I think it's important to let you know what you get for your $79, besides every fantastic thing we've already mentioned. And I love when Catherine talks about this because Catherine's family has a history in business in franchises. So take it away there.
So my family's, we've had franchises for 24 years now. And it was funny, I was talking to my dad about it when I was talking about Arbonne, and I was telling him that it was $79, and then my startup order, so I would be all in for under $1,000. And he said, "Your own company for under $1,000, like it's global?" He goes, "That's awesome. That's great." So my parents' franchise, they paid tens of thousands of dollars to have the name and to get the support from the franchise. They then paid hundreds of thousands of dollars for the building, the build out, the equipment. And then they pay just under 14% every week of profit for them. Corporate tells them when they need to remodel, which is every 8 years, so you have to remodel and pay for it. Equipment, they change it, you have to do it, you don't have a choice. So the great thing about Arbonne and the $79, you get a company that has all the advertising. You have a CEO in Kay Napier that is absolutely amazing. Everyone should Google her and see what she's done.
Yep.
The fact that it's just unbelievable. And then our chief scientist, Dr. Peters. I mean, he has the most botanically based patents out there. And the fact that we get even those two alone is just unbelievable.
Yep.
But customer service at Arbonne, I've never had called a 1-800 number where you actually want to talk to someone. They are the sweetest, nicest people. I have them on speed dial, and I will call them with any question because they're so nice.
Yeah.
And you can understand them, which is great. But you get, like I said, the advertising, you get distribution. I mean, they give us the products, and they ship everything. We don't have to carry stock in anything, which I think is a huge thing. There's so many other companies where you have to carry stock. They ship it all. The website, they're launching a new website, but we get a brand new website for free, and we get our own personal websites inside Arbonne for free as well. What am I missing? It is
Heather Chastain.
Oh, Heather Chastain, the chief sales operating. She is. We've had a chance to. Rachel's talked to her, but a few events that we've been to that she's been there. She is absolutely amazing. And it is amazing how they listen to us. They listen to what our needs are and what we need and what packages we need. And they make it happen, and they do it. They are so focused on the consultants and what they can do to help us build a better, bigger business. So for $79 to get all of that is absolutely unheard of.
It's pretty crazy.
It is crazy.
Crazy good. And the other thing is that, not only are you going to get the whole back office and the CEO and Peter McTravers and Heather Chastain and the distribution center, the customer service, but you guys, these people are so leading edge with what they're doing with our company, not only in culture, in product, but in technology. I mean, the things that we are on the brink of in Arbonne is so flipping exciting. Like, we can hardly stand it. And, Catherine and I were at the Global Trading Conference in Vegas in May, and there were 18,000 people there. And when they announced some of the technical things that they have coming up for us in the next, anywhere from starting this month for the next 5 years, I mean, it rocked the house. There was every single person there was standing up. It was amazing. Like, they just want to be the best company they could ever be, with the best products, the best technology, and more importantly, the best people. They want the best consultants and the best culture that you'll ever find in a company. So I would just encourage you, if you've been given this link, I would encourage you to reach out to the person that gave you this link and talk to them more about the business, or get started on how you can get started. And then also, if you're a consultant and you're watching this link, this live feed, I would encourage you to share this with people if you like it. I mean, clearly I'm a little bit of a loose cannon, but if you like it, I would just encourage you to share it. This is what Arbonne is, getting to work with the people that you love and have fun, and I'm just grateful that I get to do it in this way and actually just have a good time. Yeah. Woohoo! Okay, so that's it. We're going to sign off. Am I missing anything before we sign off? I'm just like, by the way,
I think that's it.
Part of the new rollout is amazing, amazing start order packages that are super easy for you. One click, easy peasy. So yeah, get in touch with the person who gave you this link.
You won't be sorry.
Yeah, you won't be sorry. Or share this link with your prospects. Okay, have a good night.